Hello children, I am Rashmi Bode from the Great India School. Today we are going to see the second lecture of class 9th history, the structure of the French society. The French society was divided into the three states. First state worked in the church known as clergy. Second states were the kings, ministers and high class officers known as nobility. The third state were the common man, merchants and farmers, artists, lawyers. 90% of the population was farmer, but only few farmers had their own land. Rest, the 60% of the farmers worked as a labor in the farmland of the rich farmers, or they worked for the first or the second state. Some privileges were given to the first state and the second state. That was the exemption from the tax. Only the third stage have to pay. The types of taxes were thesis and tele. Thesis were the tax paid to the church and tele was the direct tax. Till 1715 the population was 23 million, but it reached to 28 million by the year 1789. The sudden increase in the population hiked the prices of the bread. Comparatively, the agriculture production was very low and it was not able to fulfill the demand of the increasing population. This all created the chaos in the French society. But due to the low rainfall and the dry season, the crops was destroyed and this situation created the subsistence crisis, means where the basic needs of the people cannot be filled. In this whole situation, the philosopher too played a very important role in sparking the light of protests to fight against the monarch rule and change the French society by bringing the idea of freedom and equality. Among the famous philosophers was John Locke, Jean-Jacques Rousseau and Montesquieu. John Locke wrote the book Two Treaty of Government, in which he told that the monarch rule has got a great disadvantage. Jean-Jacques Rousseau wrote the book on the social contract, who wanted the society should change. Montesquieu bring the great idea that the power of the government should be divided among the legislature, executive and judiciary. So all these ideas of the philosophers were read in the coffee shop, parlor and in the square to enlighten the people's mind to. Let's take the quick revision of the structure of the French society. The first state known as clergy, the second state known as nobility and the third state. Two types of taxes were thesis and tele. 1715 the population of the France was 2 million and by 1789 it reached to 28 million. Subsistence crisis means where the basic needs cannot be fulfilled. 14 July, the people decided to protest. The reason was the tax and the price. The three philosophers who bring the idea of equality and freedom were John Locke, who wrote the book Two Treaty of the Government, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, who wrote the book Social Contract, and the third one is Montesquieu, whose idea was to divide the power of the government among the legislature, executive and judiciary. So children, in this second lecture you have seen the structure of the French society. Revise both the lecture and soon we will be coming with the third lecture.